Hello everyone, Agion here, another Steel Division Normandy 44 replay. So on the south side, as the dual Canadians, we have Pilot3D and Marcus Aurelius. So on the north side, as their opponents, we have the 12th SS Panzer of Metallic, and we have the Luftlande of Tarsh 4. I remember seeing that there is a Ram 2 tank out. There is an AT weapon, however, may not be strong enough in order to penetrate the frontal armor. We're just going to wait and see. We've got various infantry squads over here, including a couple Staghound AA units. Looks like an iron for that for fire support. And this is Tarsh, the Luftlande player. I do not... Oh, we do got an early radio call-in, realizing... I think this city's slightly in favor of the southern players' side. These units may not have any form of AT. The Staghound is open top, so I think he may be vulnerable to close range standard grenades. Oh, there are Fallschirmjägers. So yes, he will have, in fact, AT weapons. This flamethrower team will get hit. Oh, the Estros Struppen are starting to get pinned or getting hit by the AA unit. Fallschirmjägers do get burned down, but the flamethrower unit is, in fact, dead. The Staghound starting to hit these Estros Struppen. And we do get their barrage coming in. Will eliminate. Was that Pioneer? Was that Flamethrower or Bazooka? Either way, destroying whatever support weapon that is, and the Estros Troop going to hit. The Staghound has spotted the 201 radio call-in. There is no arm in this vehicle, so it can make short work of it. If I make a quick look over here, it looks like various indirect fire and setting up. Nothing too huge. We got the Staghound dead set on destroying this radio operator unit. Let's see, we do got a captured Cromwell HE, and we do have the elite sniper scouts Leo Major, named hero. In fact, the Ram 2 gets a nice hit right there. This pack is only 10 armor penetration. However, this Ram 2 is approaching. If he gets into 800 meters, he will match the armor penetration. Well, the armor with its armor penetration. 300 he will get plus at 1 differential. And every 100 meters, whatever, and so forth. We got 203mm unit falling back. We got a Stu 4 fire support vehicle of 15 HE. There's only a couple bazooka teams. We got some flamethrower teams, so not much else. Fallschirmjägers are still here, so they do have some Panzerfaust help deal with those vehicles. We got Tarsh 4 trying to push forward this bulge, realizing there's no units there at the moment thanks to the bulge. We got a Panzer 3-4 reinforcements to help to inspire nearby units and pretty much to put an end to these Staghounds. Over here we do got these infantry units moving forward, but they're running right into IFV fire. They will get ripped apart and pinned down. Reconnaissance unit is moving forward, trying to get some hits onto the Pack 38. We'll get one hit there, but receiving a huge amount of fire, and there goes that heroic elite unit. The smoke actually quite important, bringing this Ram closer for a closer armor penetrating hit. That is actually quite important to note. It's usually the smoke really force that unit to go forward, and we do got this unit getting cleared up. Looks like this 6-pounder along the flank. Yeah, that is. Can see the wreckage. And we've got another time on target. We'll hit a number of support weapon teams. Not any standard infantry. It looks like we've got some standard infantry moving into the time on target circle. Nice timing for it to go down, giving some cover for these approaching units. You got a Lynx, probably the transport to this recce, if I remember correctly. You also got a Kangaroo over here. Battle phase B will be initiated in 5 minutes. That Kangaroo, I thought that was only a thing in Battle phase B because it can come out in Battle phase A. You got some big hits. I think a couple of those support weapons did receive some hits, and you got some stormtroopers along in this area. IG-88 will claim that transport. Kangaroo with its 4 armor being very potent. However, there are Fallschirmjägers here. Their Panzerfaust will make short work of the Kangaroo if they land a hit. Jägers drawing the fire away from S-Struppen. S-Struppens are not too effective. They only have bolt action rifles, but they are quite durable. They can withstand quite a bit of punishment, even though they are cannon fodder. Ram 2 moving forward. This is a very risky move forward. There could have been some sort of AT grenade, but there is not. Over here, we do got the. Looks like the Ram 2 received some fire, but nothing to result in kill. Pack 38 will be forced back. These transports and IFVs are starting to get cleaned up. Oh, looks like the Brute Firefly now moving forward, the captured Firefly, which usually we see that much earlier on, but it's whatever. He'll bring it up forward now. Be a hard counter to this Ram 2. However, with this potential close range shots, the engagement could go either way. Stormtroopers out of smokes, very nice of using it, but will get pinned down by the Panzer Grenadiers. Panzer Grenadiers, of course, do have 2 LMGs, so they're quite potent. And I'm trying to use the minimap to move over, but apparently it's not letting me. Back over here, you got the S-Struppen. The Fallschirmjägers did get cleaned up, just leaving the S-Struppen. Panzer 3 now moving forward, but it only has 8 armor penetration, so it needs to get a close range hit in order to deal with this Ram 2. Foursomes here. Battle phase B will initiate in 3 minutes 30 seconds. And then we start seeing the heavier hardware. At that point, it looks like all of them will have the same income. They actually do pretty much have the same income now, other than the Panzer SS Panzer with the less here, but more for the Luftlande. Firefly will start moving forward. The line of sight, as you can see here, so he needs to swing out wide, avoiding the road when reverse moving. That's actually probably a good avenue to reverse. You got a open bullets of an AT gun. This may be a Pack 40. That would probably be ideal, but however, Pack 40 only has, was it 12 or 13 armor penetration? Can't remember off the top of my head. So we'll still have trouble versus the Ram 2. The Ram 2 has such high armor for initial unit. Makes it very hard to deal with. We got some rifles being put on the front line. S-Struppen do not have any LMGs, but they can make short work of any unit crossing over open ground with their rifles. But this Ram 2 getting some nice hits, and now looks like this S-Struppen is getting out of. The unit got out of his vision range, so he wouldn't be able to lay into it. Could always jump forward to these set of buildings. We got a flamethrower team versus S-Struppen. S-Struppen is using his SMGs along with his rifles, and will in fact clean up the unit before it gets any burned, gets any fire on them. We got a number of units coming forward. These most likely. Oh, we do got some Flamme Warfare teams of his own. G88 trying to suppress this Kangaroo. The Kangaroo still has a unit garrison into it. We also got some sniper scouts here. Unit's currently pinned down. This unit is within range and hitting the sniper scouts. The LMGs do have a range of 400, while the sniper does have a range of 500. So he needs to actually fall back in order to kill those units with impunity. Looks like just a Pack 36 over here, and we do got the Pack 40, 13 armor penetration, so we can help fight the Ram. Oh, wait, where's the Ram? In fact, did the Ram actually already go down? Yeah, we do see the carcass here, and we do have a line of sight. Nope, no line of sight. I have no idea how on earth that Ram 2 went down. Oh, sorry about that. Over here, I probably should cover back over here. It looks like it just got a front line set up. Sniper scouts along with some Piats and various rifles. Nothing too heavy. The Piat does have a range of 200, so it actually does have a decent amount of range. Stormtroopers that could actually be right here in a bit of a better position, or even just the edge of these trees so they don't get shot through being spotted by a reconnaissance unit. Huge carrier is getting hit in by the 250 IFV and does in fact get destroyed. I already used up all that smoke. That's actually quite impressive. You don't see smoke all too often unless you're playing a war game. We've got a Spitfire coming in for some strafing guns, most likely on this Pack 36. Very weak AT gun, only 5 armor penetration. Would even have trouble versus the 4 armor of the Kangaroos. This Ram 2 is still alive. I'm not sure. Yeah, the Firefly definitely has made itself known. It's lining up an AP shot. Does get a nice hit onto that transport. That was actually his first shot. So most likely he did not know about it any time earlier. Got the second Ram 2 now moving on forward. Over here, got the Axis units starting to reclaim the city. A lot of these units are quite damaged. I don't see where the stormtroopers went. They may have already been cleaned up. It looks like this Ram 2 does get hit by the AT gun and receive the crew knocked out. It does have only 7 armor penetration. I'm not exactly sure if crew knockout the knockout things must not be on a penetrating hit. So very good lucky crits right there. You got the NE-109 strafing down the 6-pounder. This pack is doing great amounts of suppression onto this Ram 2. This Ram 2 is still fine, unaffected by any sort of suppression. Stormtroopers getting ran down, will force a surrender. Stormtroopers do in fact have the TNT, and they will throw the TNT onto the half-track. Will not get the kill, however. The Ram 2 and a 6-pounder will force a surrender. Suppression into the surrender. Axis units have solidly gained a hold on this town. We'll start to reinforce the areas with Bulging Jaegers and perhaps more Estros Troopen. You got an NE-109 up here. Just ready to patrol. I guess going for a strafing run now. Nope. Got a bit of a push over here. We'll displace these Panzer Grenadier units. They still have the Panzerfaust, but they ran out of LMG ammo. These rifles actually probably still on equal terms with the Panzer Grenadiers. Panzer Grenadiers do have the SMG also, still have the bolt action rifles, while these guys still have bolt action rifles. However, this unit is at Veteran 1, so probably will win out that, along with these additional rifle fire. Sniper is providing a very good amount of suppression to these nearby units. Just slowly picking away. This is firing, but I haven't seen any rounds fired. You got a Marauder 2 now moving forward. Huh. Some other reason that Marauder picture looks different. I'm not sure why. You got a 25-pounder out on the field, so we do have some heavier artillery, range of 2,400 meters, as I can show here. So we'll be able to cover pretty much this entire area with its own fire, but probably will need a bed for sooner rather than later to rearm it. It only has 40 rounds, and it's already used up half of them. More and more reinforcing units. Looks like a line of infantry along with a AA. Camp Tripolston. Tripolston's a very effective AA unit, for what I can tell. Stormtroopers currently on hold fire stance. Haven't been spotted just yet, and do got time on target at the moment. Reinforcing Shermans and Wolverines is coming forward. We'll see some more American or United States hardware, with the generally British hardware the Canadians use. Time on target is running in. Will force the fallback a number of these units. You also got a Panzer 4J. Over here, it's just got advancing infantry. No heavy AT other than the 6-pounder Ram 2. Ram 2 is in a very good close-range shot, but so is the Panzer 4. I would assume with the angle, the Ram 2 would actually win this engagement, just because they'd probably be able to shoot first. As you can start seeing, the line of sight is now available from both sides. Ram 2 will get off the first shot. Will roll a bounce. That's very unfortunate. That's a very close range shot versus 8 armor, but the other side rolls a miss. And the Panzer 4 will get the kill. I think the Ram 2 has a accuracy of 5. Oh, that one just got hit by. Oh, that's just 5 armor penetration. So the Panzer 4 does have a higher accuracy. This light AT gun just playing havoc against all these vehicles. Granted, they're not penetrating. Got another timeout target now being in over here. Just got a contained setup by the Allied player. The tickets are in favor of the Allies and still counting up in their favor. We got Panzer Grenadiers not moving forward. However, this Pack 36 is getting hit by the by these 2 LMGs. You got this 6-pounder forcing the bailout on this command unit, but there is a Vet 2 strafing run. But there is a number, no, there's just one AA weapon. The Tripulation doing very good mount suppression, and of course a pintle mount. Every little bit sort of helps. We got some Pioneer squads now moving forward. They do of course have these 2 big bundle grenades. We do also got the 25-pounder hitting this Pack 40. That is actually a quite important unit, so you can't really be affording to lose that. Marauder 2 does get a nice hit there, but we do got the HS-129 doing its own strafing run, using up half its rounds. Doesn't get a penetrating hit, thanks to this, I think it recently got nerfed, so actually it's at 29, oh, 16 AP. I thought it was at, there actually must be variants. This one must have a higher arm penetration. I didn't realize there was variants to this, because I remember seeing the last one, last game I cast, it was actually a 9 arm penetration. We do got a splashdown thanks to this interceptor, and this one was forced back by, I think, by AA along with this Spitfire, so you may lose that aircraft as well. We got the other aircraft lining up a shot. It's currently smoking, and will also get splashed down. That's huge. There's a 2 big assets on the field. Well, 1 big asset, and you got the air superiority aircraft. But you got a nice ambush by this ME-109. We'll splash down 1 of the aircraft. The other one's turning in the fight, but the Vet 2-1 will probably win out. This guy is currently smoking. But if he were to fall back, run away now, he could actually escape from that wide-angle turn. Just still turning fight. You got multiple AA weapons now coming forward. A lot of AA weapons coming forward. ME-109 still trying to get a good angle, but they're just at a turning fight. They can't get a good angle on each other. However, there is a wingman coming up to relieve, but there is another wingman, another Vet 2 unit, and will splash down. Actually, no, just forces the fall back there. I think the other one decides to fall back, leaving out his friend out hanging dry. Nothing much he can do for it. He does get shot down now with the next 3 bullets. Ooh. The Panzer IV will get killed by a very close range 6-pounder shot. And the Firefly is still kicking, however, which the Wolverines can penetrate its frontal armor, but the Firefly has much higher arm penetration, so it will most likely kill upon penetrating. Upon hit, anyways. We got another Marauder 2 now moving on forward, and I'm going to take this time to take a drink from my water. It's like that Flak 38 20mm are the AA of choice. Also got some more reinforcing infantry. Sherman 3 moving on forward. Currently, the tickets are still counting in favor of the Allies, and they are approaching the 1,000 ticket marker. We got a flame half-track moving forward along with a couple Panzer Grenadiers. Panzer Grenadiers will be pinned down thanks to the Kangaroo, but Kangaroo is running a bit low on ammo. Flame Hetzler just using his machine gun, but should just start moving forward. Kangaroo down its last 30 shots. It's probably its last magazine. Sherman tank moving forward. Got to be very careful to the AT grenades of these Fallschirmjägers, or Panzerfaust, I should say. It's currently staying at a nice, good distance. If the Axis players would apply more pressure in the center, they can regain quite a bit of ground. Both the sides are just filled with allied units. Over here, there's a little bit of a gap from both sides. You got a Panther D out on the field with 17 armor penetration. It's a bit more potent than the Firefly, and I also think much more faster moving. Along it has HE rounds with its main cannon, the Firefly does not. You got a Sexton here, supported by a Dingo, so we will have some pretty accurate barrages. Fallschirmjägers still holding the line. I'm not exactly sure how the Allied players will crack this. I'm guessing indirect fire is always a good option. We got the Sherman tank now moving forward, but that can be very dangerous with the Panzerfaust. Sniper unit actually out of sniper rounds out of 308 or 30 calibers. What caliber is it? 7.7 millimeter. It's about 30 caliber. Looks like one of those vehicles half-tracks will clean up, but not the flame half-track. But now the flame half-track does go down to the Sherman 3, supported on by a leader to help increase efficiency. We got Jag Panzer 4 here. Does have 14 armor penetration, but this very potential close-range shot can be quite deadly. Retreating into the smoke, that's probably a very good option. Actually, no, now lining up the shot. With all these MGs, thanks to the Kangaroos and the Sherman, Hispanic Grenadiers won't go anywhere anytime soon. Once again, can't use the mini-map for moving over. This is not Halo Wars 2, where the mini-map is behind all other hitboxes. You got a Tiger E. Whitman now coming out on the field. We do got the Axis finally deployed a heroic unit. Before we saw the Canadian sniper, but he got sort of killed off quite quickly. Martyr 2 now lining up shot. Transmission is damaged. Will be forced to fall back. However, with transmission damage, he won't be able to fall back anytime soon. And a very good shot by the PaK 40. Sherman will return fire, but receives 2 shots from the Marauder and from the PaK. You do got some more reinforced infantry and forces the bailout, gets a penetrating hit, and now the unit is bailed out. Now it's just an empty husk that can still be shot, and the empty husk decides to fall back. Fall back. Tiger tank is the heaviest tank currently out on the field. Actually, the Panther tank is actually heavier. Has more armor penetration. But actually, why get a Tiger tank when you can just get a Panther? Well, it looks like the main gun has more HE, slower rate of fire. That's actually quite big. Has much more higher side armor, so that's actually quite important, especially in this game where you lose a lot of units to side armor. Tying my target, trying to hit that PaK 40, will be forced to fall back due to nearby units hitting it. As Grenadiers once again moving forward, but they will be supported by this Tiger tank. We'll get some very nice hits. Here's the range difference. Both of them have the same amount of range. You got the HS-129 getting a very good penetrating shot, getting a kill on that Sherman tank. The Firefly will get a shoot and knock out, so it won't be able to fire for the next 3 seconds now. And thanks to dual LMGs, think of these squads, they have a lot of firepower. They can pin down these units quite often. Do also got the Panzer Warfare providing another good amount of suppression. Looks like that Pack 40 will get cleaned up thanks to the 725 pounder. Various units in the center here have been out of ammo. We do got a build up of forces, a bit interesting. You even got a Flak 88 out on the field. This can be quite devastating unit. With its 15 arm penetration, has 7 accuracy, so it's very accurate. And if supported by an officer unit, even more accurate. In fact, it has 2 stars, which making its accuracy at 9. I think that's like basically a 90% chance of it hitting at long range. So if they get even just to, I would say even hear this from the maximum range, I think it may be 100% accurate. Marauder 2 does in fact go down, seeing it only has 3 armor. It's very vulnerable to these units. In fact, they are 100% penetration versus that unit. Assuming they just get a hit. Two Panthers along with the Firefly now pushing down the center area. Very open area for them to cover, but the tickets are counting in favor. It's been counting +1 for this entire game for the Allied players. So in order to win out this game, they're going to need to get a +3 at this point as soon as possible, even a +4. This rifle team will get spotted. I'm pretty sure has been there for quite a bit of time. Black 88 trying to find a good angle of attack. This house being very problematic. We do got a wide time on target. Significant amount of damage suppression has been received by this unit. We'll roll a bounce on this Firefly. That's actually a bit interesting. Oh, I suppose not really. It only has 4 more AP. Oh, the time on target just disappeared. Did he cancel it? Can he even cancel time on targets? Get some more reinforcement units, and there's nothing really here to. Well, we do actually have a couple of units ready to stop this armored assault, but with 3-to-1 odds, whoever can get a good penetrating hit first. The Wolverine will have trouble versus the Panthers. Firefly, what is he aiming up for at the moment? They're lining up a shot over here, getting a very nice hit. You got upon that initial fire, they're going to reposition in order to get some nice hits, but both of them rolls miss, and the Panther does get a kill on the Wolverine. The Sherman Ram 2 will have a hard time trying to deal with those units with only 11 arm penetration. Look at the DD M7, I think it was, will get killed off. DD Priest. We got a large airstrike. Aim in. B3 may have got a good hit. Not exactly sure, wasn't really paying attention. You got this Firefly in the bailed out state. Black 88 is currently down to 4 men. Ooh, the Ace did in fact go down. Sure. That must have been a very good hit. This was our Achilles. The Achilles does have a 17 pounder in its main chassis. So that is a very good arm penetrating unit. Couple striking rounds coming on in, but there's a Staghound. It's Veterancy 3, so it has very good suppression. In fact, this one may actually go down with so much fire. Yes, it does in fact go down by all this AA in the area. There's actually 2 Tripolstons, along with a Crusader. There's just a lot of A in the area. This Focke-Wulf 190 will also go down. Veterancy AA weapons are very effective. Do not doubt the power of Veterancy AA, especially in this game we're so used to not so effective AA units. You got another number 20 millimeters hitting this Mosquito. A huge bomb run hits the Flak 36, but he will be able to live with one man. Probably stick him somewhere very safe with one man. He can't really do all too much. Perhaps even just farther back, just so he becomes more of a designated anti-aircraft weapon. Both the Panthers still alive, along with this Firefly. There is a Ram 2 observation post, but it only has a machine gun along with its collar. Oh, what on earth was that sound? Oh, that's just the sound of 20 millimeter. For some reason I don't remember actually hearing that, making that sound before. You got another strafe run coming on in. The Allies have this game pretty solidly. They have a very good front line. Currently this field control is 50-50. You got the Panthers trying to move on forward. The Firefly is still alive, lining up before a shot with the artilleries. Both of them have 16 arm penetration. The Firefly does have more armor. They both have a rate of fire of 6 and accuracy of 6, so the Firefly is more slotted to win. However, there is actually 1 star for the artillery, so it actually does have 7 accuracy over the 6. And you got the side armor being exposed, lining up the next shot, but gets forced back and killed by the HS-129, saving the Firefly. Panthers are now moving forward. There is nothing here to stop them other than the Sexton. Sexton, of course, has 12 armor penetration for direct fire. However, the Panthers do have 13 armor. So they need to get in within the... Actually, I think that's just with not with indirect fire. But in fact, the Sexton will go down. Those rounds, I think, are just incorporated with the standard barrages. You get the Ram getting hit by the Panthers. Currently getting hit, well, actually, by the 2-3-1. You got a huge fallback of units over here. The Panthers are starting to break through. There is another Panther here, Panther G. These units are getting pinned down. He's probably going to send some reinforcements over there. Over here, it's still one big, massive firefight. The Axis players have 7 minutes to win. That's not a whole lot of time when their opponent has a significant ticket advantage. We got time on target eyeing for this artillery piece. The artillery piece does in fact have a range of 2,600 meters, 200 meters farther than a 17-pounder. You got a mechanized breakthrough. Sturm Pioneers supporting Panthers. This ME-19 is out in a falling back state. You got this Spitfire trying to line up for some nice rear shots on a 6. We'll get smoking down, and most likely will actually it escapes. I thought it was going to guaranteed splash. Huge breakthrough by the Axis players. By this Axis player. I only think that's just that one. Yeah, it looks like just... Actually, there are some S-Shots trooping here, but that's nothing. That's nothing. And Command Panzer 3 will in fact go down. There's still the Stug 3G here. Lining up for arm penetrating hit on this Sherman. Will get transmission damaged. And will get a kill. Very nice. However, they still need to claim a lot of ground in a very short amount of time. Current tickets are counting up in favor of the Axis. You got the HS-129 getting a first shot penetrating, killing off that Sherman. However, you got airspeed fire ready to gauge it, but oh no, this one gets hit by the ground AA, covering the covering these air support aircraft. You've got a Mosquito coming in for a bomb round. Actually, no, I think he was actually help coming in for the killing off the HS-129. Sending in the whatever units he can. He must be running low on infantry. That's why we're seeing a lot of reconnaissance units. They could be Fusiliers for all I know also. You got some Assault Pioneers. They must have been carried over by Ram Kangaroos, perhaps? No, I don't see any Ram Kangaroos, so I'm not exactly sure. Looks like this, more and more reinforcements being poured in. There is a 17-pounder here. And you got the Panther does, in fact, go down by the Wolverine. Has fired a couple armor penetrating hits, so maybe. Mosquito has already dropped its 4 bombs. Looks like Tarsh 4 is also sending some units over this direction, some Fallschirmjägers at least. You got torpedo or rocket plane now moving forward. Maybe eyeing for the Firefly, I'm guessing. Do a nice bit of suppression, but there's a lot of AA in the area. May in fact go down. Has received a lot of fire, but not even smoking just yet. And the team now moving forward. The 17-pounder is in a fallback state. Sherman 3 has received the balance, but it's getting hit by another shot from this Stug. Number of pintle mounts hitting this MB-109, but the Spitfire will be forced back. Another 17-pounder here, lining up a shot, or was at least. Lining up a shot onto the Panther. Will roll a miss. It's a very close range shot. It will very high penetrating hit. Very good chance for hitting. Panther D will now fall back, falling back in a very good pathing and avoiding this open field. Firefly is still alive, however, he may run into these Piets. Piets are in range, but no vision. The team is now approaching. This may spell death for the Firefly. Currently, the rear armor is showing those. Rear armor doesn't actually really matter for these weapon teams. The side has been shot and fired. First Piet is out. We'll roll a miss, but we'll force the Firefly back. That may as well just be good enough for now. Huge amount of ground has been gained by the Axis players. Currently at +2 tickets. The Stug 3 did in fact go down by something. How? Maybe. No, that's out of range? I'm not exactly sure what took that out. Actually, it may have been the 17-pounder, but it's currently in state. Falling back, so can't really be able to check. Actually, was probably from this one. We got some reinforcing Pioneers here. They, of course, have the bundle grenades and an LMG along with 2 SMGs, so they have a good amount of firepower. Flame Panzer, Flame half-tracks will actually do a significant amount of suppression damage. If he were to stop, force the fallback, and now he's going to force the surrender with using flamethrower units. Very nice. The 17-pounder will in fact get cleaned up down the last 30 seconds, but they have too much tickets to fall behind. They have getting at +2. Still not enough. As the battle draws to a close, not so sure what they could have done differently. Over here, they're focusing around this bush line. Of course, being pushed back farther means they gain more ground and more tickets. it never really sustained a 50-50 or reversed the ticket bleed, thus sort of losing the game in the long run. They had almost a clear victory at the end if the game would have gone on for longer, but at this point, the game ends at 40 minutes, so and they did lose. This is Agion saying thank you for watching and signing off.